Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my 3 Takeaways episode from the Angie Keilhauer interview that I did this past Monday, or that I released this past Monday, because as a lot of you guys know, I did that as a live interview at my last live event on December 14th, and it was an awesome event. We had a great 30-minute workout, and then a great podcast interview with Angie, as you probably already heard, and then she sang a couple songs, and then we played some free Top Golf, which was amazing. So much fun at the event. If you didn't make it this last time, that's okay. There's going to be more coming up this year. There's going to be a lot more coming up this year, so I hope you're getting excited about that. If you've never been to one before, I promise you, you're missing out. They're a ton of fun, and I'm not just saying that because I host the events. I create events that I would want to go to myself, and that's why I absolutely love running them. I absolutely love seeing all you guys there and getting to talk to you and getting to watch you work hard and then be able to provide a super successful person and provide their stories to you so that you can be inspired and that you can take action based off of a lot of things that they say. But let's get right into my 3 takeaways with Angie. How about that? Number 1 is send that text. I absolutely loved this one. This was probably my biggest takeaway from my interview with her, because after she got kicked off The Voice in 2016, the winner of The Voice, Allison Porter, texted her saying that she loved her voice and that she needs to keep going, that she needs to keep trying. And she brought that up in the interview, and it obviously had a huge impact on her, and it just kind of lifted her up out of a down time for her. Like, after getting kicked off The Voice, you can be very down about yourself and you can kind of lose confidence. But after hearing after seeing a text from a friend or a supporter, it can just immediately lift you up and inspire you to go and to take action. And a lot of times what that can do in a downtime is it can make you get up quicker. Like, you're probably going to get up at some point, but it can fill that gap time in and decrease that gap time a little bit. And for me, I think one of my biggest takeaways and the action that I think I'll take from it is a lot of times I think I need to make a call to make a significant impact on the person that I'm trying to reach. And sometimes it's harder to make a call, right? Because I might take a little bit more time, a little bit more energy, a little bit more effort. So sometimes I don't make that call because I think it's going to take too much time. But a lot of time you can just send a text and you never know what kind of impact it might have on that person, because Angie got the text back in 2016 and she brought it up at this event in late 2019, over 3 years later. So it obviously had a big impact on her. Takeaway number 2 is life is a process of accepting decisions. I loved this quote that she brought up when she said that. She said that a lot of times we know the decisions that we need to make, but a lot of times it's hard to make them because we make excuses as to why maybe we shouldn't make them at this particular time. We make excuses as to why that is going to be like a really hard decision to make or a really hard thing to do. And so life is the process of getting okay with that decision, accepting the reality of the situation, that this is what we were meant to do. And this was really relatable to her own story, because she said that, I think I always knew I wanted to be a singer, but throughout my life, I kind of learned that being a singer is super hard. There's not a perfect blueprint as to how to be successful. There's not a direct path as to how to be a successful singer, and it's going to be super hard. Like, she drives around and has done shows, like over 170 shows in so many different cities this past year. So it's hard work, and there's no blueprint, but she accepted it finally, that is what she was called to do. And a lot of times we have to peel back those layers. We have to peel back those excuses. We have to peel back those things those obstacles that we see that are going to be in our way, and just accept it and start attacking it. And the only way that we're going to do that is if we truly believe in ourselves, we believe in our ability, and we believe in our own work ethic. Takeaway number 3 is knock on enough doors. I thought this was really important for her to say, and I thought it was really cool because she said that there were a lot of opportunities that she sought after, but she didn't receive, because that's just the nature of the business, right? But she said that she felt comfortable or confident that if she knocked on enough doors, the right person, the right place, and the right time would be there. Because a lot of times we think if we get a no one time, or if we lose an opportunity 1, 2, maybe just 3 times, that we think it's over. Guys, there's 7 billion people on this planet. There's over 320 million people in the United States, or whatever country you are. There's so many people that you can talk to. There's so many different people that you can interact with, that you can build relationships with. You never know when that right person, that right place, that right time is going to show up. A lot of times it shows up in the right time, in the exact right time that it needs to show up in our particular life. So don't get down on yourself if you lose an opportunity. Like, when I first moved to Nashville and decided that I wanted to chase down kind of the fitness path, I started going to a lot of different gyms and meeting so many people. And it took me forever to get to that gym that offered me a job that first time. But a lot of times these missed opportunities that they feel like missed opportunities, but it's actually just an opportunity in another spot down the road. And a quote that I'm going to bring up is by Scott Miller, a guy that I interviewed almost over a year ago. He said that a lot of times a disappointment leads to an appointment. So in other words, a lot of times a missed opportunity in your eyes turns into a gained opportunity somewhere else down the road. So again, guys, my 3 takeaways. Number 1 is send that text. Don't think that you always need to make a call, and don't think that it's not going to have as big of an impact, because you never know when it could have that big of an impact on somebody. So make that text. Takeaway number 2 is life is a process of accepting decisions. Ask yourself, is there a decision that I know deep down in my gut that I know I need to make, but for whatever reason I've been making excuses that it's not the right time, and I've been making excuses because I see all the obstacles in the way? Find a way to accept that that is the right decision and take action on it. Number 3 is knock on enough doors. One missed opportunity is simply just a gained opportunity somewhere else. If you view it as that, you're going to keep that fire, you're going to keep your passion to keep going and meet and build relationships, and you never know when that perfect place, that perfect person, that perfect time is going to show up. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 takeaways. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Angie. It was one of my favorite interviews that I've done. It was one of my favorite live interviews I've ever done, and she's just awesome. Make sure that you follow her on Spotify at Angie K. I absolutely love her her Walt Disney World collaboration with Jordan Fisher. It fires me up and just lights me up and gets me pumped up in the morning. She's got so many great songs as well. But make sure you follow her there. Make sure you follow her on YouTube. She's got a great YouTube following. Make sure you follow her on Instagram and all those places, because she's super passionate person, super authentic person, and I know if you listen to that interview that you were able to sense that yourself. So I hope you guys subscribe to the podcast if you haven't yet already. Make sure you rate and review the show. Make sure you share it with a friend who needs a text from a friend, right? Takeaway number 1 was send that text. You can take action on that takeaway right now by sending this to a friend, being a hero in their life, sending them this motivation, this inspiration to take action right now to get a little bit closer and closer to your best you.